There are fates worse than death, and I have endured every one. My name was Ulrich Weinar, brother captain of the Iron Hammers chapter. Once I chased glory, convinced that to fall in battle was the ultimate honor a space marine could claim. I was mistaken. To fight forever, never allowed to rest, is a torment no litany can ease and no creed can redeem. They say I slept for 73 years. Sleep, to you, is a mortal mercy. Dreams, breath, the slow return of morning. To me, it is the sleep of the dead who refuse the grave, a black gulf where centuries dissolve. When awareness returns, I grope for hands and find only weapon mounts. I reach for lungs and hear the hiss of recyclers keeping a scrap of meat alive inside a ceramite coffin. The first awakening was the worst. I remembered Morak Prime, the green-skin tide smashing our line, my power fist pulping the warboss's skull, the wet crack of my own spine as his dying swing found the seam between pack and plate. Death should have taken me. Instead, I stared through targeting lenses at Chaplain Morai's death mask helm. "Brother Captain Weinar," he intoned, "you are chosen for the highest honor. Your service endures." My voice came out as grinding vox. "What have you done?" "We saved you," he said, but the words tasted of ash. "Your body was beyond the apothecaries. Your soul burns too fiercely to lose. You are Dreadnought." The words struck like an executioner's blade. I had revered the ancient walkers, living fortresses, legends in iron. Now I understood their terrible gait, the weight in every syllable. They were not heroes, they were tombs with guns. "How long?" I asked. "Surgery concluded 3 days ago, systems nominal." 3 days. It felt like epochs. Already the void yawned beneath me, ready to swallow decades. They woke me a week later for orcs on an agri-world. I was winched into a drop pod like cargo. Where once I had checked bolt pistol and chain sword, now I cycled assault cannon and flexed a power fist the size of a man. The fall was fire and thunder, but I felt none of the old adrenaline, only data. Impact, seals blew. I strode out into alien air that registered only as temperature and particulate count. The cannon spoke. Orcs became red mist and bone fragments. For 3 hours, I was the Emperor's wrath incarnate. Then the battle ended. The living brothers sang victory. I was chained in a hold, systems cycling to standby. "Sleep well, Ancient One," a young Marine said. He meant kindness. He could not know sleep was erasure. The second call came months later, Chaos Reavers near our homeworld of Korath. I met a twisted mirror, a Chaos Dreadnought, rust and screaming faces. "You are a ghost in chains, loyalist," it rasped. I crushed its sarcophagus, but the words burrowed deep. Victory cost us dearly. I stood vigil while flames took my brothers to ash. Chapter Master Corvin spoke of peace earned, watches ended. I envied the dead their silence. In the fortress monastery's crypt, I was lowered among the sarcophagi. Brother Ancient Gareth, 4 centuries entombed, greeted me across the Vox. "First battles are hardest, young one. You still remember flesh. How do you bear the waiting?" "By forgetting. Each awakening takes a little more of the man. The machine is merciful." Mercy. The word tasted like rust. I slept. Frost greeted my next awakening. Gareth's sarcophagus was cold. "Brother Ancient Gareth rests," said a new voice, Matthias, woken in my absence. 37 years ago. 37 years gone in a blink. The chamber was half empty, the living replaced by statues of silence. Campaigns blurred, Orcs, Eldar, traitors, colors bleeding into gray. New faces, younger every time. Rituals shifted by degrees. My own memories frayed, squad mates' names dissolved, my human voice became a ghost. I read my own service record like a stranger's saga. On Valthar, a shrine world defiled, I fought beside Sergeant Corvin, a grandson of a Marine I once knew, though the face escaped me. He thanked me with shining eyes. I calculated his life expectancy in seconds of combat remaining. In the final sanctum, a warp-spawned governor mocked us. My brothers trembled. I simply acquired target and fired. After, Corvin asked, "Will you remember us, Ancient One?" "I will remember," I lied, already feeling the data compress, emotion stripped away. Sleep took me. This time, I dreamed. I walked halls of honor where names changed as I read them. In the Tactica chamber stood a man in unmarked MK7, my own face, my own voice. "I am what died on Morak Prime," he said. "Everything they cut away to keep the weapon walking." He showed me my reflection, gun barrels for arms, a sarcophagus for a heart. "They never told you the price," he said. "You are dying by degrees until only the machine remains." How long? Not long. I woke to another war, a space hulk in the Hadrian system. Boarding torpedo, young Marines, Sergeant Matthias, Brother Lucian, faces I catalogued and mourned in advance. Grief, the first emotion in decades. We breached the hulk. Warp-mutated humans shambled towards us. I gave the order to cleanse. Bolters thundered. My cannon sang. I felt nothing but the cold satisfaction of efficiency. Deeper in, gene stealers boiled from the dark. We fought, corridor by corridor, bulkhead by bulkhead. Lucian fell to a rending claw. Matthias dragged his body, roaring litanies through blood-flecked vox. I registered acceptable losses and pressed on. At the heart we found the thing that had piloted the hulk through the warp. A demon-fused machine, once an Imperial dreadnought, but now a cathedral of flesh and iron. It spoke with 1,000 stolen voices. "Join us, brother. Cast off the corpse god's chains." I answered with plasma and stormbolt of fire until the demon's essence unraveled in shrieking light. The hulk was cleansed. Salvage teams moved in. I was winched aboard a Thunderhawk, systems powering down. As the void rose to claim me again, I held tight to one fragile memory, the dream figure's warning. Remember what it was to be human. I will try, for as long as some fragment of Ulrich Leinar still endures inside the iron.